Do you know a guy named John that we could?
I think we all know a guy named John.
Base the look off of.
Yeah, I mean, we named the band after a friend of ours.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I could do like a likeness of him, like a cartoony likeness of him, because that's you guys are kind of like a thrash / doom band.
Yeah,
like
somewhere we float around
in between. So yeah, just that thrash art's usually like street art kind of looking, real
street art. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, from the streets, from the hood, the kind of stuff you see scrawled on the sidewalk.
Just because Slayer was on Def Jam Records doesn't mean that there were street.
I guess it's usually like hyper violent.
Yeah, it's like super jail, like looking.
Yeah.
That's the way I think of it.
Well,
disgusting.
More photorealistic.
Just goes to show you.
It's not like a Monet painting.
Yeah. No. All right. Well, man, I don't know somebody's watching already. That was fast.
Are we already on the stream?
We're streaming.
Streaming time. We're streaming.
Streaming the dreams.
Streaming and streaming. Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to do some of that. Wake myself up here.
Maybe I should run the stream and interact with our crowd, our humongous crowd of people.
We got to hold them back. We got to form a single line.
I had to do a Kickstarter just to keep people off of this show.
Man, what a burden that's been.
It's hard, guys.
There you go.
All right. Wait, when the ivermectin kicks.
Put this on here.
Beautiful. There we go.
That'll be less noisy. Yeah.
Click and burr and all this horse shit.
Isn't this riveting? One person
who's here with us?
Someone's watching on Facebook.
Show yourself.
Oh wait, did they see?
We got two people now.
That's me.
Oh,
I'm the other one.
Are you watching on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So whoever that one person is, thanks for being here with us.
Oh, Deirdre.
Hi, Deirdre. Part of the team.
That's right.
It's just our team is here.
That's right.
No one else.
The team is here.
Deirdre, you're killing it with those posts.
I
love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, I know. All the time.
It was a wise decision
Constantly.
to make Deirdre our social media manager.
I could not agree more. Yep.
All we got to do that now is clip our stuff.
Does she have to be looking for other clients?
Chris.
What?
Chris, you don't know. I'm not making the connection. I'm not going to have it happen. I'm not going to have it. Unless you're talking about further advertising you on our podcast.
No.
In which case,
if she wanted to do Kill John stuff.
Oh, I don't think.
Oh, you mean for the social media aspect of it? Oh, it's up to Deirdre.
I don't think you can afford the price.
Deirdre, do you want to kill a guy named John?
Yeah.
No legal repercussions as far as we know.
As far as we can tell. We're
artistic license.
We're not professionals.
Find somebody to take the fall for you.
That's right. That's all we got to do.
We got a patsy.
It's not like we're streaming and recording live.
It's not like we have an audience either.
All right, we've got a response. I can help with anything. Just reach out.
We could plan a murder, on here because nobody's ever going to see it.
Deirdre, help us plan a murder too. You can.
Let's get to work on that. Speaking of which, we got to get together and do the damn video review thing.
Oh yeah,
Deirdre has a bunch of videos for us to watch.
Perfect. So I'm prepared.
It's going to be
video review thing.
Yeah, basically, we're going to watch a bunch of weird videos and
just react to them.
Yeah, comment.
Have our commentary reaction.
Yes, because we're tired of watching other people react to things and not us.
Gotcha.
Deirdre's on board to plan.
That's right. That's what
Making
matters.
a Murderer 2.
That's right. The Kickstart. Featuring Chris. Making a Murderer featuring Chris. Yeah. I was just watching or I saw something pop up on my feed that some
murdering a maker.
Some Instagram model got strangled.
Oh shit!
In her apartment
on Instagram or
no. This is like a very famous Instagram model apparently, for whatever the hell that means. Yeah, right. Big whoop you fucking do. But they got strangled, and then the person was
500,000 people a day looked at her side boob.
Yeah, well. I think there was a little more than that going on too. That's why she got so popular, I assume. But got strangled, and then the boyfriend or whoever it was who strangled her then killed himself. So
did he strangle himself?
That would be impressive. I don't know.
It's a modern day Romeo and Juliet.
I didn't bother to dive deeper into it, but
this is the problem. If you're just going to show yourself all the time on Instagram,
show yourself.
Don't have a boyfriend that you even think is remotely jealous.
No,
because you'll end up getting strangled.
It's exactly right.
Yeah. And that's the good old days when you just randomly got strangled.
Right.
God,
I like
what a better
the
time.
good old days when the normal ass people didn't matter and they didn't have a platform to be showing off.
Right. That's exactly
I'm
right.
an influencer.
Yeah. Yes.
You're influencing me to strangle you.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm influenced towards murder.
That's right. You've influenced murder in an innocent victim. That's it. That's what you've accomplished. Let's start
This is the pre-show type stuff.
That's right. Talk about murder.
I just have to get out my murder
That's right. Got to get all that murder out first. It's like bleeding the bad blood back in the medieval times.
Yeah. Get all that black nasty blood out.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Does that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then.
Hail to the king, David.
Ah, fuck it, dude.
Let's go bold.
If you tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay,
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
And Matt.
And Bing Bong Ding Dong Chris.
Bing Bong Ding Dong
Baggins Chris.
Oh man, he's back from the Shire, and he couldn't be shyer.
It took me 2 weeks to come up with that.
Man,
That
that's
reminds
right.
me. Ever seen that movie Inside Out?
No,
Yeah, I have.
You remember Bing Bong, or what? I guess his name was Bing Bong.
Mm-hmm.
He was the imaginary friend that was trapped down in like the subconscious,
Oh,
and they had to
vaguely.
try to get him out. They had to he basically had to sacrifice himself to get out of the void of misremembering.
Yes.
Oh my God, Bing Bong or something.
Man,
Chris.
it was something like that. That's
Chris
Chris.
was away so long we nearly forgot about him.
That's right.
That's
right.
And he's still only imaginary.
I imagined my way back.
That's right. And
He imagined himself. Kids don't ever let people tell you that you can't believe in something so much that it doesn't become true. John Hughes will
That's right.
sing that to you in your sleep.
that's
Yeah.
right.
If
He'll
you
come to you in
imagine
your
He's in your
dreams.
subconscious.
You just have to imagine hard enough.
That's
That's
right.
all you
Just
have
think
to do.
about it. Just wish it.
Just wish.
Will it?
Wish harder. Wish harder.
Actually, speaking of imaginary shit, I've been loosely following Mike Lindell's shit. Like I was looking at stuff about his cyber symposium. And
Yes. Yes.
Cyber Symposium? What has he got? Like a fucking
this
Chuck
was
E.
like
Cheese
a
he's
week-
working on?
Yeah.
I think this was like a week or two ago.
You're
right?
talking about from the Remix Bros video. I saw that one. Yep.
Oh no, but I saw an article I think a couple days ago about how somebody that went to the actual physically went to the symposium thing.
Yeah.
Took Mike Lindell up on his thing. He offered $5 million if somebody could disprove his evidence or whatever that he brought.
Uh-oh.
And the article is about some guy that was a Lindell guy,
Yeah.
liked him, and then was I went there and it was just there was nothing.
I loved your fucking pillows, but I gotta tell ya,
I didn't love your evidence very much.
I didn't know the documents looked
I-
that bad.
I took what you had to show me, tried to fit it in a pillow, and guess what? It was too much. That's rule number one. You don't want to overfill the pillow. You use up
Patented fill.
the patented fill is very sparse. That's the patent, is actually to put as little in the pillow as possible.
It's so soft because there's not a goddamn shred of evidence in
It's
it.
not the material. It's all about how much you put in there.
It's all hot air.
But yeah, there's
No, but yeah.
I saw some video. I think he was being interviewed on CNN or something like that, and the guy was like, if you're trying to spread this information, why don't you just put it out to everybody? And he's like, well, I don't want your people taking it and spinning it, and I've been told that you guys can take our stuff and make it look like it's something else.
That's right. If there's
Is
one
there
thing,
no bastion of reality here when it comes to disseminating information? We have the internet.
it's just fucking Alex Jones. I've seen the documents. Just trust me.
I've seen your joke. I've seen document joke.
But the best part was they showed a little clip of the actual some other speaker, and because Mike was saying that they had all their proof up on the big screen that they had.
It's big, so it must be true.
So all you have to do is look at the screen and you can see the truth.
That's it.
Which honestly just looked like a couple windows of fucking Windows Explorer with like files and folders in it.
He's got the world's worst PowerPoint.
Look at all these file
presentation.
names. Look at all these file names. The evidence.
.exe,
1, 2, 3,
.exe.
4.
The best part was though, one of the other speakers that was there was like, "No, I'm not a computer guy, but I've been researching this since November 3rd."
That's right.
And
It's one thing that I know.
I'm connecting the dots or whatever. He's like, and you know what? We don't need you, the media, CNN, and all that.
Right.
We need you to start reporting and stop fact checking.
That's right. Don't ask me if it's true. You just need to know that it's true, and because I said it.
Oh my
He's in the
goodness.
complete opposite realm, though, because the point of the news on both sides is that they don't actually fact check.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
none of them actually do fact check. I saw some
Much easier to do a redaction.
Yeah, yeah.
If you
Exactly.
get caught, yeah.
I saw some post that came by and
And
it was,
what's the saying? It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
exactly right.
it's easier to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission. It's something I live my life by.
That's right. There you go.
What were you going to say though?
Oh, so I saw some post as I was scrolling through, and take this with a big pound of salt. But this person said like, here's the instance of not fact checking. One of my random satire tweets ended up as being used as evidence on a CNN thing.
Yeah.
And it was like saying how, I forget, it was like this person was going to do something crazy, but they were using it. They cited it as an outlier, not even framing it as an outlier, but saying that this is the general consensus. The problem is that we hear a lot of outliers and then they just try to stir up rage.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, I'm the loudest one here, so obviously I'm speaking the truth.
it's all sensationalism. You can't
Right.
even listen to any of this crap. I mean, there's only one thing I agree with with all these conspiracy guys like Alex Jones and Mike Lindell is that we're not being told any of this stuff is a true representation.
Yeah,
It's all fucking bullshit.
It's all skewed horseshit.
It's all, yeah, exactly. Don't take any of this stuff. Take everything you hear with having a slight kernel of truth inside of it,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing more than that.
It's at the very least using words.
Go watch Anchorman 2.
That's
Watch
right.
Anchorman 2.
Yeah,
It's the truest
baby.
representation of the way that our news cycle
That's
works.
how
They-
it happens.
They come up with random horse shit
Right.
to put on a 24-hour news cycle, and
Exactly.
it becomes entertainment.
Exactly right.
Here's a wild idea. What if we just start making inflammatory posts on the Kickstart page?
Get on the news.
citing sources. and-
Technically,
This is the motivation of all society. At this point.
our
Yeah, right.
show is inflammatory enough. So
We're about as inflamed as
that's right.
yeah.
as the back of a 70-year-old gymnast who never quit.
70-year-old. Yeah, sure. We can
We're
go with
inflamed.
that.
That's what I had coming off the cuff.
There you go.
Help me improve it. Help me. Help. I need help.
Indigenous workers.
I need help like a 70-year-old gymnast.
That's right. Exactly right.
Fucked up the fucking, what's that thing called? The horse. The
the pommel horse.
pommel
Pommel horse. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's it.
I'm
There you
not
go.
a gymnast, guys.
That's right.
I need help.
I told you I need help physically and mentally and emotionally.
No clue what's going on.
The world is crashing down around me.
Just don't know what's happening at all, except for the fact that we're happy to report that OnlyFans has redacted. Speaking of redactions, they're like, you know what? That whole thing that we let be news for a little while, never mind.
Turns out, and who knew this, but people like watching people fuck.
I don't know what was happening. We were
don't know where it
under
came from.
we were
It's a
under
new
the
development
impression we were under the impression that the 4% of our creators who were gymnasts and trainers and people
70-year-olds.
people who were big personal trainers, that they were supporting our platform. They were the pillars holding us up. But surprise, surprise, the 97% of people who were taking their clothes off for money, that was where most of our revenue came from.
Who knew?
I don't know. It's wild. It's almost as if we've been in rap songs for several years, pop culture, even satirized on music and movies and on famous podcasts featuring unfamous people.
The same name
Yes, by the same name.
And one dude.
and one
Yes,
and one
the-
guy.
And whoever has the
Two
cup
mats.
that day. Yeah.
One guy. That's why you tune in. You want to know who's got the
That's
cup.
it. Who has the cup today,
Yeah.
folks?
I did see that they're starting a safer work version of
Yes,
OnlyFans,
they are.
I think
yeah.
which I think is YouTube. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
Right.
Chris.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, or any of the other plethora of things. That's the other
It's
thing too.
called Mostly Fans.
Right, mostly fans. we're all right with you guys. Yeah, you're okay. But yeah. So and finally, the United States' longest war is finally over.
Sort
War
of.
on drugs.
In quotation marks. Yeah. No, we're all good with them now. Just everybody just get fucked up. It's all good.
Yeah, just here's a bunch of heroin.
That's it.
Government issued heroin. In your stimulus check, you're gonna get
People-
fucking
it's-
cocaine.
that's right.
We're shooting heroin, not needles these days.
That's exactly
I mean, not
right.
bullets.
So, it's all right. Chris is high. He don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I quit drinking, but the heroin's killing me.
That's it, man. Nothing to level him out
Doctor
anymore.
didn't say anything about that.
That's exactly right.
He said your veins are perfect. So I said, all right, Doc, I know what you. I know.
I know how
don't-
to fix that.
You don't have to tell me twice. I know what you're saying, Doc.
You don't even have to tell me once.
I'm on board. That's right. Yeah. In fact,
I know you got that whole fucking cabinet full of oxy in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
you
about.
know exactly what's going
Shooting
on.
whole Tylenol pills straight in
It's like, man, the size of that needle is
feel like-
unbelievable.
I feel like a 70-year-old gymnast that's been cured of his inflammation.
It's amazing.
I can pommel horse
I
again.
can pummel this thing to death. It's incredible. I just feel like I
can do the floor routine
can
again.
reach up and touch the sky. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like like Wilford Brimley came back in Cocoon and took me into that pool. I went swimming. No problems. No problems. Thanks, Wilford Brimley.
Now, I did have an OnlyFans-esque site idea that we should TM.
You realize we already did this.
No, not
Oh,
that.
you have another one.
Nobody's
Yeah.
here. We didn't release it yet.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it's still technically an inside joke.
That's true. Yep.
No, for all the religious people and stuff that were offended by all the nudity
Okay.
and sexuality.
Okay.
Is it by chance the fans of ChristianMingle.com?
It could be.
We already have that too.
Because that's a real thing
They're the
now.
They're the perfect demographic for this
That's
website.
right. That's right.
It's called Holy Fans.
Holy fans.
That's right.
Holy fans.
And,
And
but
let's all take bets on how long it'll be. Just a menagerie of holes, bodily holes that come across. It'd be like chat roulette, but all on the
oh
inside.
man, what a beautiful
Yeah.
thing that would be.
But yeah, it's just people reading Bible scripture.
How's it
and whatnot.
spelled though? Is it WHOL?
Only holes.
It's
No,
totally fans.
That's the fatties only.
Oh, I see. All
it's
right.
actually it's the donut website where they send all the
Man,
donut holes.
there's too
It's just
many-
pictures of them.
There's too many
Yeah.
good ideas floating around here.
Yeah.
We
I
got it.
do have. I better say this before I forget it, but I think we could actually make a killing on OnlyFans if we just put up our show and labeled it "Two Matts, One Guy." We
Yeah, but
make a killing.
you realize that it's mainly it's like Instagram. It's mainly thumbnails with the descriptions very small down the bottom.
Who's to say we can't just get some thumbnails? There's plenty of them from the
Well,
OnlyFans.
no, I'm not
now.
saying that we
and
can't.
other sources.
I'm just saying that
Just Photoshop
people
each other
people
kissing.
don't care about the title. Is what I'm saying.
Put a cup there and put two dudes and one other dude looking over it,
We're just
slightly over it.
two
Somebody in the
dudes.
foreground.
Oh, I see
In the
what's happening.
foreground.
I see what's happening.
Just peeking over it.
Just looking up like
Let the imagination do some work.
That's see, all right. All right, I'm on board now.
It's like I wish Matt would be the greatest like employer of all time.
Yep.
It takes him like almost no time to convince
This
him.
it's like this is a terrible idea.
Complete
But what if we do a thumbnail? You're hired.
All right, you're in. Get in there.
You
quick.
got it. You
It had
got
to
it.
be a
Get to work.
thumbnail.
Get to work. I want that on my desk by the end of the week, and not what goes in the cup.
Get on it because I got a lot of gay porn to delete from my computer.
Yeah,
now.
we gotta hurry up.
research.
We gotta hurry up. I gotta delete. Man, do you know how to get rid of my search history? I know there's like wafers or
You-
cookies
you
or
good
something
with
in there.
Some kind of
Yeah,
Oreos.
yeah, there's stuff they're storing stuff inside. Maybe it's inside the Oreos. Do they write it with icing or something? Is that how they do that? I don't know. I don't know, but I hear that the government can still read your thoughts, so I'm working on that.
I got a helmet. I got a special helmet.
Get rid of that cache
That I
too.
want fixed by the end of next week.
That I'm gonna. Yeah, next week is when the audit happens, so hopefully the IRS isn't telepathic too, because it's really going to be rough.
If the IRS was telepathic, we'd all be fucked.
Of course,
Can
of
you
course.
imagine that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's all take a minute to just be thankful that telepathy that doesn't exist.
Thank you, government,
Thank
for
you,
not allowing
thank you, dinosaur
telepathy
gods.
to.
Yeah, for
to
outlawing
exist.
telepathy.
It was
That's
the
right.
greatest thing. It was in our Constitution we've ever
Thank God.
ratified.
Oh man, as soon as we were like, listen, I'm all right with what's happening, the direction of the country, everything's fine. We burnt everything to the ground, whatever. The Canadians came in, set the White House on fire. But this telepathy thing has to go away immediately. All right. This is the problem. This is the only reason why I got in the first place.
It's the fine print under the First Amendment.
Yeah,
No telepathy.
Exactly. No telepathy. I mean, I set my password as password, but it was all lowercase. How did they guess that? How?
There's no other way than to have read my mind.
Yeah.
I even capitalized the P.
You're gonna have to change it again now.
Well, it's because I forgot it, so I had to set it back to the old password. They were waiting for that. They knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And on the line of conspiracies, have you seen that there's like a ton of info coming out from UFOs that UFOs have been sighted over like military airspace for like ever?
I've talked
it's
about
consistent.
this now 3 times.
I keep seeing news about this.
It's
and I'm like,
because it's
fuck.
happening. It's disclosure that's been released little by little.
Been unclosed.
But the problem is,
It's been unclosed.
people are making the connection between UFOs and aliens
Right.
at the terrestrials. That's not the same thing. It's just UAPs is also the proper terminology, by the way. Unidentified aerial phenomena.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna make some stuff up now.
No.
PUCs.
This is it. And also the tritone was never banned by the Catholic Church. That's a myth. So you add that one to the list too.
The tritone?
The tritone.
The
Evil,
NBC theme?
evil score.
No, it's,
Yes.
it's the dissonant version of the NBC theme. Yeah. Yeah, it's the CBN theme. Yeah.
The NBC theme was the most satanic theme of all news networks.
Yeah. But
The Catholic Church certainly didn't endorse it.
they certainly didn't endorse NBC. We know that much.
The Fox News theme, though,
Exactly.
which goes, "Fuck you!
Yeah, that's right.
You poor piece of shit! Die!
That's right. God, I love that song.
We want you to die."
It's the perfect amalgamation
You're
of
not on our
all
team,
of our
you're wrong.
sentiments.
Fox
That's right.
News.
That's right. It's the Cliff Notes of the Bible, basically. Yeah.
It's just the Cliff Notes of the Bible.
Yeah, that's it. That's Fox News. So the there's a lot of pastors that are now talking about how
This could go all kinds of directions.
that the state of the Middle East is of course, you guessed it, a mark of end times, of course. But
Hasn't
what
it been for like 50 years?
it's happened many times, including once on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
I was very excited that year, but was let down as usual on my birthday. So
Santa didn't bring you the end of the world.
no, I didn't. I guess I wasn't bad enough. So,
You weren't good enough.
That's right. I've been trying.
He's giving
yeah,
you what he knows you want that.
that's probably
and
right.
he knows when you're sleeping. He
That's
knows when you're awake. And he has been evading the government for all this time because how do you think he knows it?
Yeah.
Telepathy.
So, have you ever been at
That's why he lives at
McDonald's?
the North Pole.
Have you ever
No
been at
jurisdiction up
McDonald's
there.
and looked at the screen that they have back there behind the counter that has all the orders, and then there's a timer that runs, and then after it reaches 5 minutes, the timer goes red and it counts
it's
counts up
standard
basically rather than
restaurant.
backwards.
Like it's like the tickets, but basically.
So that's what
makes it seem more
Santa's got.
stressful.
Santa's got like the
the airport.
yeah, just like airport screens way up to the ceiling, and it's just looking around. Yeah, my number definitely went backwards for about 6 years, so or the wrong way, whatever way that way. Yeah. So that was definitely a problem.
He's like, I can't give him coal because it keeps his family warm.
Exactly right.
I got to do something to get to
something.
irritate him and his family. He's been so bad.
Can we audit a 12-year-old?
IRS. This is you know it. It's Santa calling. I got a real bad one here.
Using this telepathy, don't even need the phone.
Santa's beaming thoughts in your fucking head.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh God! It's Santa calling.
Santa, hold on. Santa's got a Santa message coming through.
Do you realize what kind of power this man has?
He's got to be stopped. He's like Professor X. He can make himself invisible. He can hide the whole goddamn North Pole if he wanted to, make it look like a giant glacier. There's no such thing as global warming.
This is kind of evidence that Santa's real. Like, the more we talk about this, the more I'm getting convinced that these actually real.
I was thinking about all the poor souls that had to be on the Santa Claus call machine that killed themselves.
This has happened.
Constant
Or
stream.
they get locked up for being schizophrenic or something like that. And Santa's
the
just
suicide hotline on speed dial on the real phone.
They're just curled up in a ball saying no presents. Over and over
Yeah.
Ho 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 ho. It's all the fucking sea shanty of elf slaves, all just slaving away, knowing that they can't escape.
Hearing chains jingling in the background.
They're saying "oh ho ho" in the tritone.
That's right. Yeah.
The Pope and Santa are mortal enemies. It's the greatest sin of the entire church that he was deemed a saint, because he's actually the fucking
The battle
devil.
for Christmas continues.
The Pope Francis versus Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Watch them duke it out on pay-per-view.
That's a pay-per-view this Sunday.
I'm waiting. That one fucking
Pulls his head
YouTube.
off and it's a missile.
Santa's like generating a bunch of fucking magical toys to throw at him.
He's spinning his staff over his head.
dropping a bombing run out of his
Like a Super Smash Bros. Oh man, this needs to happen.
The reason that they can't is because the reason that the Pope can never get to him is because all these elves are all minors and Santa's a pedophile and the Pope refuses to indict him.
This is
That's why I put him at the North Pole.
Why he's out there
We're
surrounded by a bunch of small people.
He's banished to the land of ice, but he went turn it into a business.
He made it. He's like the Hugh Hefner of.
He's the Walt Disney. Yeah. Exactly.
Of pedophilia?
Of pedophilia, sure.
Was Walt Disney secretly a horrible piece of shit?
Well, there have been.
He liked some of Hitler's ideas.
He was a fan of certain,
or at least
things.
eugenics.
Yeah, well, but
eugenics.
Hitler certainly didn't have the copyright on that one. He forgot to TM it.
Yeah,
people seem to really get into the eugenics back in that day. I've heard of various celebrities getting into that.
Well, that's because it was
Agreeing with
popular. It was a popular concept.
We like tailoring and pruning the whole human race.
We turned our backs on it and look where we're at.
Exactly right. Now we're having Instagram influencers get strangled in their apartments.
That's the single greatest argument
I've
ever heard.
Have you looked around?
Here we are. Guess Walt Disney was right.
That's right. We know that we certainly wouldn't have we would have a very different show if it were for eugenics.
Nothing to joke about.
Now it would be a completely different situation.
A catastrophe.
Yeah. Speaking of catastrophes, I also watched the Bob Ross documentary.
I still have to see that.
Oh,
what
man.
the fuck is up with that? They're trying to sell it like as some kind of dark side.
Well, it was his son, Bob Ross's son, who was sort of doing the whole thing.
Doing the whole what?
Doing the whole like documentary. They're interviewing him through most of the whole thing.
Was it Rob Ross?
Rob Ross.
Rob Ross.
Yes. Yeah.
Rob.
Of Ross's fame. So he's basically he was supposed to get 49% of the estate, and 51% of the estate went to this other guy that Bob Ross, was like his brother, wasn't his actual brother, but was like a brother or whatever. And then there was the couple who basically ran and owned the Bob Ross label.
Okay.
Bob Ross Incorporated, I think they're called, or whatever.
Who make the Chia Pets.
Make the Chia Pets
Nowadays.
and the paint and the T-shirts and like all the memorabilia. They're the ones that do it.
Mm.
And basically what happened was the dude who was like his brother or whatever, he sold the whole thing to the company.
What company?
To the Bob Ross Inc. company.
He sold his majority share.
So
here, right off the bat, Bob Ross gave up the majority, like the 1% majority, out of his own family. That would be
his son was because his son was a minor at the time. He didn't want to. He didn't want to give.
His son was a filthy.
Yeah, it's a filthy minor. He was actually on the show a whole lot. They were showing.
I've seen episodes of him. I did like a whole YouTube playlist of Bob Ross episodes one day.
Yeah,
and I just to relax, and it
Why,
truly does have that effect.
Yeah.
I was just like
everything's fine if you watch
stressed.
NBC. I don't know about you. Yeah, that's right.
Call the Pope. That's a motherfucking evil.
Get behind me,
Try to-
NBC.
That's right. Behind me, NBC.
The devil's
That's
news.
right. The devil's.
So I saw, Bob, whatever his name is, his son show
Yeah.
up in a bunch of episodes. It's funny because he's got a much more kind of sharp delivery, but he's
Yeah.
got the same exact Bob Ross like approach.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
very good. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he is.
equally as talented as Bob Ross.
Well, he still teaches classes and stuff like that because it basically got into the politics of the whole thing and how they were
Don't give too much away because I still want to watch it.
Yeah, I won't. They were alleging certain things about
gotta-
Bob Ross behind the scenes, but they just get into all of these like behind the scenes details all the way up till when Bob Ross died, and after that, a little bit. They go a little bit after that, but it's just all this bullshit that allegedly,
all outside of basically what Bob Ross intended or what he was about.
right? Exactly.
It's not really about like his dark side.
Well,
It's
and
just
no,
bullshit
it's not
after
about
the
his
fact.
dark side at all. Yeah, it's because basically they're just
He struck me as a big business asshole monster.
yeah,
yeah. I know,
he was
right?
the Walt Disney of painting.
Yeah. So that's the reason why he painted up practically until the day that he died.
You see, these happy little trees are happy because the people who are inferior are gone.
Yeah,
Stop
right.
being motherfucking green.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I'm gonna add a little happy green here because that's my life. I'm all green. It's completely
that's
surrounding me.
it. That's
I
exactly it.
dive in a
The
DuckTales pond
studio
of
is
money.
made of money.
It's just made. It's just the walls are just full of it. There's no need for fiberglass. It's all just cash, baby. That's what's keeping us warm. But but they basically what happened was I think it was Bob's second wife
Mhm.
at the time when he started doing the show. Him and his wife, and then this other couple. I can't remember what their names were, but the four of them were basically they had the company split between them, and they would all get together and make decisions. But what happened was that when the wife died, there was only three of them, and they wouldn't bring anybody else into the deal, and so the couple always had the majority to overrule him.
This is like any business.
Yeah.
You have to have
And that's
equal amount.
That's what made everything go to
members.
shit. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that's just like that. It's that majority stake. If you can get the majority stake, you basically the other people don't matter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's definitely worth a watch. It's an interesting thing.
And where's that?
It's Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. And I've also been watching, I'm sure most people are not going to know who this person is, but John of God is this famous guy from Brazil. He's like a faith healer kind of guy, but people come to him rather than like Benny Hinn. He's not like hitting people with his sports coat on on TV. Yeah, but like Oprah went down there at one point and stuff like that.
Right, because
But-
she's got nothing better to do. When you
Yeah,
have that much
well,
money,
yeah.
you go to faith healers whose names include
That's
God in them.
That's right. Well, it's because that's basically the translation of his name. That's what people call him in English. That's not what his actual name is in Portuguese.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah,
It's
well,
all the
it's true.
same.
It's true. It's de Dios, so it's still of God. So, but anyhow, so like, but yeah, he got arrested. 6, 7, maybe 8 months ago.
Finally.
For like sexual abuse and shit.
Finally.
Yeah, well, yeah, but this is like a
piece
mini
of shit.
series. Yeah,
All I know right off the bat is that he's an asshole because
Finally.
he's saying
Yeah.
that he's of God.
exactly.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't even ever say that he was God, even in the fucking Bible. The motherfucking
I think
Bible.
he did.
You're wrong
he said-
about that.
Pretty sure he did.
He says that
You
God.
sure about that?
Yeah,
God
yeah.
Sure about that? That's
He
why.
said that God is his like father. He doesn't say like worship me.
No, he doesn't look. He doesn't look for people to worship him. He doesn't talk about that, but he does claim that God is his father.
Wasn't he the
Yeah.
one that
That's
said
what I'm
he was
saying,
like
though.
part
God
of
is
the Trinity
his-
and stuff?
Is his father?
No, the Trinity came
I don't
later.
think he
Oh,
ever
okay.
said,
Yeah.
"I am Jesus. I am your God." He doesn't say that
No.
ever. He's just like, God's my father, but he's like he's your father too. It's
Yep.
very indescript. He walks that line.
Well, but at the same time, he's telling them that they have to follow him
that he knows the most. Sure, he's
Yeah.
arrogant,
because
You know.
God is his father.
but he wasn't. He didn't go around calling himself Jesus of God.
This is true, but
But
Jesus,
son of
yeah,
God
yeah.
is basically of God, though.
yeah, but he did go around saying he was the lineage of King David. Yeshua ben David was his would have been his historical name if he was a real person, which he was not.
At least, right. But at
Like
least
King
there was
Solomon?
some.
Yeah, exactly right. Like
So
Jesus Christ. That's all part of the John of God thing too, because he fucking channels these people, and he's like, "Yeah, this is all right. I'm King Solomon." I'm like, "No, you're not." Well, you can be, if you want to be. Maybe Mickey Mouse will come through and do a dance for us later on.
Do you do Tony Stark?
Yeah, right. I'm a big Iron Man fan.
if you accept the soapbox, I immediately think you're full of shit. Same reason I don't trust a goddamn politician.
Yeah,
I don't even care if they're one that thinks that they're an outsider.
there's no
If you
such
want to
thing.
be a leader, you are not meant to be a leader.
Exactly
If
right.
that's what
If
you
you're
want.
getting into politics, you're a politician.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter what your department is.
If you're getting into, if you call yourself of God, de Dios, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
Mhm.
you've already lost my complete attention.
There you go.
And you belong in jail.
They belong in jail. Well,
Or
that's-
apparently
that's what-
sexual assault. which
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
I mean,
But
is this what God wants?
This is what
you
God-
want us to sexually
this
assault
is the
people?
idea. This is the idea. All of these religious people are being arrested for sexual abuse.
Yeah, God's trying to get his dick wet. What's wrong with
That's
that?
what God's
like,
about.
I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Make
Why
it
else?
legal.
I keep sending my people down there, and you keep locking them up.
Don't let
I'm
people.
trying to tell you what I
I'm
want.
trying to fuck.
Yeah.
I can fuck, but don't sell it on the internet.
That's right. God damn it. If you film it and you put it on a place that's meant for these hardworking personal trainers, I swear to me, I'm going to shut your shit down faster than a telepathic IRS agent just waiting to check your receipts for the past 5 years.
Now come over here and fillet the holy scepter.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. Kneel before me.
He's got
Yeah.
Santa on speed dial. You know why? That's why I'm checking in on you all the time through Santa.
That's it.
It is my
He
means.
knows.
This is
He knows
I
what he's
want.
doing. Yep. He knows what you're thinking.
So, Chris, your Holy Fans wasn't that far off.
Oh, yeah.
God
There you go.
likes sex.
TM.
God likes the fuck.
God likes
Otherwise,
the
he
fuck.
wouldn't make it so enjoyable.
And he wouldn't be watching us do it.
And he loves
Yeah,
to watch.
that's right.
Let him watch.
That's right. God could have made all the animals asexual. In fact, it's far more productive to have everybody just sort of boop. There's a new person, right?
I'll let God watch.
Exactly.
I just want a fee for it. That's all. I don't think
If we want to
fee.
get paid, just like
There
OnlyFans.
you go. That's right.
Hey, just like OnlyFans.
This
This
is
is why it was so deplorable that they were trying to take the revenue stream away. Okay, if people are willing to pay, let them pay. That's
I
what
thought
this free
we were
market's
all about
about.
capitalism in this
That's
country.
what it's-
Exactly
that's
right.
supposed to be our God. We should be worshiping money.
Exactly right. Shame on all of you. Shame on all
on you
of
for
you.
losing the way.
You lost sight of the goal.
I'm going to be Matt of money.
That's right.
That's my.
That's
my
right,
new
Matt.
title.
Money. Keep the JC and just cash. Okay, that's what I say. That's what I say. I also say it's time for some weird news,
Ooh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bring it on.
and I purposely cut Chris off because I know he had a say.
Mr. Matty Moolah.
All right, there, internet people. This is the fun part where you have to sit here and wait for us to
It's
Set up
behind the scenes.
for all,
Behind the scenes.
for all 4 of you or 3 of you plus Matt. We're gonna put that.
I'm on there with you guys. Hello, everybody.
Matt's
who's
here.
watching. I'm here on Facebook. I've just been keeping an eye on it.
Where's my cursor here? We're gonna bring that guy up.
So far, we got Deirdre. We got Juan.
Juan,
As always.
Howdy,
Juan, of
That's part of our
course.
team. We got Allison and myself.
We don't.
1, 2, 3.
Doesn't matter if you're here.
Is there some
You're
secret
already
person
here.
in there?
That's we're missing a secret person.
Show yourself.
Show yourself. Show yourself before the committee.
Before you wreck yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Speaking of which,
Damn it.
Just wait. Oh, my God.
There it is. Okay.
Just wait till you guys see this.
Now
And
I
if you're
can put
on the
fucking
stream,
drawer back
this
in.
is
There
the
we go.
encouragement. And you guys on the stream really get lucky. And obviously, you guys are the ones that want to watch the most anyways. But if you don't watch the stream, you really aren't going to get the maximum effect,
Yeah, you don't
especially
get
of
the-
weird news.
Yeah.
And all our funny little.
And of course, you're only speaking
bumpers.
to people who watch the stream. So this is a completely
Oh, yeah, that's right.
irrelevant
We're not
conversation.
recording. What the fuck?
Yeah.
we could include the video of these on the Patreon.
That's
well,
true.
they're also logged on YouTube.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
okay.
Yeah, so people can go back
Never
and watch
mind.
them. Never mind. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yep, just like Nirvana
We're
said.
gonna have to do the thing with the cup, guys, because there's no other way to make money. Get ready.
I can't
At
think of
this
anything
juncture, we got to do the
There's
cup.
a cup coming in the
It's
future.
cup time. All right, here we go.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter net.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the witch on me to get the fire off me! Help me, Oprah Winfrey!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has autism.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Merch.
So here we go for our first story, folks. Get yourselves ready. I have to remember how to work this damn thing. Okay, so oh, wait a minute. I have to put the screen up for the people who are looking as well as listening. That's the reason why we're putting this up.
Those of you who we treat with extra special care.
We'll let Matt sort of reiterate what he was just saying to the people who are just or who are looking and listening.
If you're
For the
just
people who are
listening
just
to the
listening,
show
yes,
and you're hearing us on the other side,
Yeah.
either go back to our Facebook live stream and take a look,
Or YouTube.
Yep. Or come join us on the show on Tuesdays,
That's
and you'll
right.
get to see all this bonus content like what you're about to see on the
That's it.
stream. We
That's
have
it.
pictures of weird news. We have bumpers. We have all these images that we've created.
There's so
we
many,
worked so hard on.
so many things we saw.
They want-
And by that, by we, Matt means me, because they don't do jack shit for this.
I posed.
I do all of this stuff. Yeah, exactly
I
right.
come up with a name every other week.
I
Chris,
provided.
yeah.
I provided all the looks. Okay.
Yes, that's exactly.
I got makeup on, and I made it
We've-
as movie quality as I could.
That's what matters. It's all about the FX.
My job here is like an actor, basically.
Yes,
I
that's,
come in,
that
but with
is-
no lines.
Yes,
so it's even easier.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what isn't easier. People attempting to milk crate whatever viral fame they got. Wait, let's start this over again. People attempting to milk whatever viral fame they can get on TikTok will no longer be able to do so with the Milk Crate Challenge. I don't know if you guys have been following this marvelous Darwinian
I've been like
device.
Like most of these type of challenges
Yeah.
that involve physical pain.
Yes.
I've been enjoying watching the progression.
I
of them.
had no intention whatsoever of watching these, but they just keep showing up, and I keep.
It's deceptive.
loving
It's like a really mean carnival.
It's
game.
exactly like the carnival games. Yes, that's exactly
I
what
just
it
love
is.
these two pictures side by side. They're so perfect, visually representative of this game.
I was trying to harvest a video, but I couldn't figure it out on my Surface because most of them are on Twitter
is
and
better.
stuff. So yeah, that's what I felt too. Because I was
There's
going to just do it
Sheer
once I got back.
confidence on step 3.
Yes.
and
Total
his,
catastrophe.
his
What's
back
step
is
4?
broken more on a fucking than a fucking gymnast of 70 years.
The 70-year-old
on step
gymnast.
4.
Yep.
The only thing I wish I could see is just him wobbling the whole way.
Oh my God!
That's the fun of it, really.
The one video that I wanted to show was this guy. This guy was sizable. We'll put it that way. He had made it all the way to the center column,
Oh wow!
and he was.
I saw that one.
He was literally shaking like a leaf, just back and forth
He was all over the fucking place.
for like 5 minutes, just
Yeah,
shaking around like a
prolonged.
Polaroid picture.
It seemed like he was gonna get his balance.
Yeah. But the problem is people don't know how to shift their weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's moving forward.
That's
gonna
the
get you.
issue. Yeah, because people push off with their back foot so often when they walk
It's
that
gotta
they
plant your feet. and-
exactly right. It's like walking on ice or walking on heavy snow, stuff like that. That's the only way.
There's a reason that we haven't seen someone do this successfully, and it's because it's ninjas who can.
Exactly right.
And ninjas
you
aren't
can't-
ever shown.
Yep,
They're never seen.
You just see these little blurs go
Any-
over top.
If you've ever seen a ninja, you haven't, because
That's
that's
right.
not a ninja.
Yep, that's right.
I guarantee you, a ninja went up and down that thing and he didn't even notice.
No clue.
And in
broad
fact,
daylight,
he
too.
probably
Yep.
did it while he was on there. While this guy was on the
without
milk
a doubt.
crate.
That's why he fell. He pushed him over.
Yeah.
He came up, knocked him out of the way.
Yep.
Like, you're taking too fucking long. It's my turn.
Little did he know this was a 2-lane highway. Yep, that's it. Well, the app has banned videos of people attempting because the risky trend is causing safety concerns.
Oh,
Excuse me,
now
according
it's
to
now it's about safety concerns.
It's happened.
Now that this
We're
has
worried.
gotten enough attention,
Yeah, we're worried about the safety concerns. TikTok prohibits content that promotes or glorifies dangerous acts, and we remove videos and redirect searches to our community guidelines to discourage such content. We encourage everyone to exercise caution in their behavior, whether it's online or offline, the company said in the statement, which is complete and total horseshit.
I say fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
we
isn't
need to encourage this.
this isn't killing anybody for one.
Well,
And if you're that weak-minded that you're going to follow it, then go for it.
Yeah.
This
good
is
on-
like
good on you.
It's
Let's
like
thin out the
climbing a
herd.
tree.
that's right.
Right? How many people have broken their arm climbing a tree? But guess what? It's useful.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, this
You
isn't
didn't- you
really
didn't
useful,
set
but
a tree up. It
yeah,
was just
exactly.
fucking there.
Yeah, so that you can film it. Yeah, exactly right.
it is. It's the narcissism. If you're going to regulate any goddamn thing,
Mhm.
which you can't on these sites because they revolve around the narcissism.
Exactly.
But that's what should be regulated. These fucking sites for even existing.
Yes. Yeah.
Do the milk
exactly.
crate challenge. You know, this is like
You know,
what?
do it over a spike pit. How about that?
Do the spike pit
Make
challenge.
it spicy.
Yeah.
I want to see some blood.
That's right. Do the skydive challenge. That's what I want to see. Let's see that
Do the
happen.
no parachute skydive challenge.
Can you work out how the solution before you
Yep.
hit the ground?
That's right. That's right. You have to hold it. You have to hold the parachute out in front of you, jump, and then figure out how to get it on, strapped, and pull ripcord before it's too late. Because there's
You
a
have to
point in
solve
which,
a Rubik's cube
there's
before you
a-
can put the parachute.
well,
on.
that's
Well,
the thing. It's
too
all in
late, but
Spanish.
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw some video, this randomly suggested video on YouTube that was saying that was talking about how to survive a fall from an airplane.
Right.
And like there is certain ways you
Stay out of the
possibly
airplane.
can.
Yeah. Right.
One, don't
Stay
fly.
in the airplane.
Yeah.
Two, stay in the airplane. So, but yeah, it was like aim for trees or water, and then how to hit it
You have
so
to
that you can
yes.
possibly just destroy most of your bones,
Slow
but not your head.
Yeah. Slow yourself
way.
down and then try and make yourself as small and thin as possible and cover your head.
Yeah,
Right?
Basically,
That
that's
way, the
pretty much
wildlife
it.
wherever
Yeah.
you land can kill you instead of the fall.
That's
Right.
right. Exactly right.
It can be like there's this movie called The Edge.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin and Anthony Hopkins.
Uh-huh.
Saw this when I was a kid,
Hmm.
and it was about a guy like these guys going on some kind of trip, hunting trip or fishing trip, and their plane goes down because like they run into a flock of geese.
Yeah.
And ends up taking the plane down. They're lost in the wilderness, and there's a fucking bear hunting them the entire movie.
Of course.
And it's fucking amazing.
What bears do.
It's just like they have one other guy with them in the beginning, and the bear attacks him, and it's fucking brutal.
There was a game
insane.
like Deer Hunter Revenge or something like that, where you were a deer and you were hunting hunters.
Oh, that's awesome.
I forget.
Just goring
I
them with
think
your
that's what it
antlers.
was called. I just remember seeing it in passing. I only played it like once or twice, but I think it was like actually in an arcade somewhere. I don't remember. But anyhow, for those of you who've been living under a rock or a crate, the past few weeks, people have been making milk crate pyramids and attempting to walk across them successfully to complete the so-called challenge. In case you were wondering, it rarely ends well. And so the New York-based orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sean Anthony relates injuries can include broken wrists, shoulder dislocations, ACL, and meniscus tears.
And if we're lucky, death.
I'm gonna give you
as
guys
well as life-threatening conditions like spinal cord
I'm going to give
injuries.
you guys a real free tip,
Yeah.
for fucking free,
For-
because I'm not going to
free
do
tips
this.
for free.
Whoa!
Only
for
here
free.
today on the
It's
Kickstart
on a
with
special
Matt and Matt.
sale.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
You're on video,
Yeah.
and everyone knows that you can do magic on video, right?
Mhm.
I think that if you wanted to make this look pretty real, you could put posts into the ground.
I can't tell
and
you how many times I've thought
shim
about
it
that.
against all of the steps, and you could run up that and down that thing, and it make it look like you're fucking killing it.
But all you got to do is put them diagonally. Put them on the diagonal corners,
Yeah.
down into the ground. They'll be hidden
Hidden through the
on the
grates.
ends, and also it'll allow the columns to sway a little bit to
Right.
make it look
To
like
make
it's
it-
still real, and you can make it all the way through. That's
exactly. And then people will be like, "How did he do it? You're gonna be fucking TikTok famous." Not that matters worth a shit, but because you're only TikTok famous for like 5 seconds.
it. Exactly right.
But you won't end up like this guy. I'll tell you that much. Okay.
That's what he gets for wearing that stupid fucking hat.
That's what happens.
He went from a perfectly straight spine to a complete zigzag.
Yeah,
pattern.
if you wear a fedora unironically, then do the milk crate challenge.
Then put it higher. Is what I say. Make it go up higher.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
see
You
if
went
can
from
get 10 high.
went from being a fresh piece of spaghetti to a boiled piece of spaghetti. He also stressed that the nation's emergency rooms are already overcrowded due to the ongoing pandemic.
People are dying from COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing this milk crate
That's
shit.
it. And the challenge puts unnecessary additional stress on our healthcare system and healthcare.
Don't go to the
providers.
hospital if you're this dumb. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's right. Just stay home.
Yeah, just die on
That's
your milk
right.
crates in the
Exactly
yard.
right. That's right.
You die like a man on the top.
Just throw them in a giant pit of milk. That's what we need to do.
Milk.
That's right. Just dump them right in there.
I like that as fucking the only steady thing in the entire transition is this fucking can of Mountain Dew or whatever that is.
I think that's like mellow yellow or
Yeah,
something
looks
like that.
Or squirt, maybe.
Yeah, it might be a squirt, Chris.
Yeah, no,
you might be right.
He doesn't have any taste. What are you talking about?
Nah.
He's walking up milk. How do you even get this many milk crates? Is what
Maybe
I'm
It's,
wondering.
probably a Fago.
It might be a Fago. You're right. That's possible. I've been seeing a lot of people take pictures of stacked milk crates, like in back of like rudders and stuff like that. And they're like, you better lock these things up.
This is the Tide Pods of 2021.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. Yeah. Well, speaking of blasts from the past, we're going to go to Michigan here. A judge has ordered that a Western Michigan couple pay $30,441 to their son for getting rid of his pornography collection. You may recall this story from previously on a previous episode of the Kickstart, but well, perhaps they're going to go into it here, so I won't even try to recount the story. We'll read what's here first, and then we'll go and fill in the blanks. U.S. District Attorney Paul Maloney's decision this week came 8 months after David Working, 43, won a lawsuit against his parents. He said that they had no right to throw out his collection of films, magazines, and other items. Working had lived in their Grand Haven home for 10 months after divorce before moving to Muncie, Indiana. The judge followed the value set by an expert, me. Working's parents also must pay $14,500 to their son's attorney. And after moving to Indiana, Working learned that his possessions were missing. And his parents sent him an email saying, frankly, David, I did you a big favor getting rid of all this stuff.
Okay, so he left $30,000 of porn at his parents' house after he moved away.
That's it,
right?
That's it.
Okay.
Well, no.
So I was going to say, he took it with him to the marriage.
No, well, I don't know. I don't know about the marriage. I doubt he amassed this collection between the point that he lived at his in 10 months. I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but. I mean, if it's
what I was thinking is that either having this massive porn collection is what affected the marriage.
Possible that could be,
or if he just left it at his parents' house, they could be like, well, it's just trash.
Well, but they looked at it. That's the thing.
Oh,
that's the reason why they threw it away. Yeah, they were like, we watched all of these tapes.
We saw these tapes.
They were all disgusting.
They burned up 6 VCRs watching all those tapes.
They had them all going at once, all in the same room.
Yeah,
right, exactly. They're like, this is disgusting. Put the next one on.
It's just appalling, isn't it?
Yeah, I am completely repulsed.
Anybody else horny?
Yeah, that's right.
If anybody would think about this for 2 seconds,
I feel like a 70-year-old gymnast.
I got Tylenol in my veins, baby.
Oh, the inflammation is gone. I can jump again.
Just inflamed in a very particular area. That's
it all moved right here.
That's
There's
right.
a
It's
Viagra
amazing.
behind that Tylenol.
Hey, you know what? That's it. Some of these pill bottles are samples, but that don't mean they don't work.
I always chase my anti-inflammatories with Viagra.
That's right. That's what you need to balance it out with.
Followed by a blood thinner.
That's right. You got to have your chaser.
It's and if you're diabetic, you're in some real shit because it's hard to tune that up.
Put some insulin in there and just mix that cocktail together. That's right.
Jungle juice and fun. Medical fun.
Just a giant igloo cooler just full of all this shit. Just this weird blue liquid.
And a wall of porn.
Grab a syringe.
Jesus Christ.
Check out a wall of porn.
Just sit like you're sitting in a fucking bat cave with an IV coming from this igloo cooler.
Shoot what looks like Drano in your veins.
It's like, oh my God.
You're getting hard and you're just
Frankly, David, I
sweating.
did you a big favor by getting rid of all this stuff.
Do you see what it
Gives a whole new context to the email.
We are on the verge of an entire
You ruined our fucking life.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, to the
that bank.
It's so tender. It's how can it be threatening when it's that
Exactly.
That
It's whispered. It's whispered. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's too sexy.
That's
Steven
it.
Seagal. Tone
That's
it
it.
down.
Yeah, you got to
Just
get
like
a
this
little
porn
angrier.
collection.
Yeah.
This porn collection is because there's no way,
This
right?
isn't the actual picture, is it?
I don't know about that, Chris.
This looks like
It's
a
like
video
I'm seeing,
store's
like-
back room.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a
Seeing,
bit
like,
much.
Deadfall, Flinch.
Goodfellas. I'm pretty sure.
No, they blurred it. They blurred it to try and make it innocuous.
Does it say wired to anal?
I think I thought it said hell.
No, okay, yeah, maybe
Wired
hell.
to-
I'm seeing
No,
anal.
no, I think it's hard to kill.
Hard to kill.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right.
Steven Seagal. Here we go. He's there too. There we are.
take you to the sperm bank.
Take you to the bank, to the sperm bank.
This is actually Steven Seagal's collection.
Doing a slap
And
fight.
he just jerks off to his own movies, which are like 4 of them, and then all bootleg copies of his 4 movies. He just goes home and jerks off to them with his little girly flappy hands.
Ooh, that was a good hit.
I like the way I stabbed him in the neck. I broke his hand.
Oh man.
He slaps them like broken pinball machine
Right.
flippers. That's just what he does to his dick.
like Bob Ross trying to paintbrush. That's how he masturbates.
Just beat the hell out of it. Yep, that's it.
You wanna
That's
see a nice
yeah.
chromium
One's right.
white coming out.
Maybe it's the other hard to kill.
Hard to kill.
Hard to
Hard to-
kill.
hard to
That's
come.
right. Exactly.
Hard to come.
Yeah, hard to come. That's it. It happens sometimes, but that's what that jungle juice is for.
We need that medical
It'll
cocktail.
keep you going or slow you down, whatever you need.
Maybe these are all fake movie sleeves, and it actually is the whole porn collection.
It could be,
disguised,
yeah.
you know?
That's possible too, Chris. Maybe he used to work at like a
Looks like
Blockbuster
he
or
stole-
something.
Looks like he stole a handful of rentals too. I'm a little
Yeah,
bit upset about
there's
that.
a lot. There's
I'll
a
tell
lot
you
of
what.
clear cases there.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you who wouldn't have a hard time coming is Dr. Benny.
No,
He
oh
saw
my
this room
God.
of-
He's probably underneath all those things. It's just coming
He's
everywhere.
swimming like Scrooge McDuck in
It's-
his pool of
Oh
money.
man, that's it. He's loving it up. Yep,
covered in scratches, sewing around a bunch of porno tapes.
that's right. Yep, Ben's loving it. Absolutely
God.
right. I think there's a pair of drumsticks right there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just in a cross fashion.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, rock and roll. Well, I'll tell you
Hey,
who
I'm
else did
happy
some.
he got
For
his
some
money
reason, I
back.
feel like you'd find a light gun in that pile somewhere.
I'm pretty sure there's one, at least one,
At
and
least.
probably the
Maybe-
alternate like orange color rather
Power
than the
glove,
white
maybe?
gray. Oh yeah, you need the power glove. Yeah, for sure.
for all those tapes.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, what else are you gonna do? I'll tell you what else you got to do. A roller coaster in Japan, known for its super death acceleration to triple-digit speeds, was reportedly shut down after riders suffered severe bone fractures.
For what? From astronaut level G-force.
So
Apparently,
you can't walk on the milk crates. And you can't ride this Japanese coaster because the same exact result will happen either way.
it's gonna go bad one way or the other.
The first trip, all the headrests fell off. They just kept it going.
Like whatever, necks are flexible. Look, they're off. Half of them are asleep, I think.
Don't raise your arms on this because they'll fucking break.
You're gonna slap the person behind you from
Yeah,
your
exactly right.
shoulder dislocating.
All your dusted bones inside your fleshy hands are just snapping into their face.
Like Mickey Mouse.
All the blood in your upper body is just at your fingertips.
You just turn into Joe Rogan. Your head just swells up full of blood. Yeah. This story just gets worse and worse, by the way.
I'm sure.
Multiple news agencies reported 4 cases of fractures in the back or neck linked to the Dodopon, meaning boom wave, for those who are uninitiated, coaster at Fuji-Q Highland Park.
Why didn't they call it the Speed Racer?
Yeah,
Speed Racer, go!
I
Yeah.
call it something like American Muscle.
Yeah, right. Where's it? Yeah.
They should have called it Diesel. Diesel fuck shop. Fuck your back up. And it moves too fast to clock on the radar gun.
Fuck shot.
Well, the BBC described the 4 back and neck cases as significant injuries, including a cervical fracture and a thoracic spine fracture.
Oh my God.
Jurassic Park spine fracture. You don't want that one.
Yeah, that's the worst kind. Yeah.
Yeah, the T-Rex song because they were moving.
Don't move. I told you not to move.
Now you got a spinal fracture.
You should have listened to Jeff Goldblum.
That's
Stupid.
Yeah. What an idiot you are. Thinking that you knew what was good for you. So Japan's Mainichi newspaper said that the riders needed up to 3 months to recover from their injuries.
How can you have a language that cute and a roller coaster that deadly?
Well, but they did it for a long time.
That's
Their MO is exactly
Look
right.
at the fucking Mount Fuji in the background.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scenery until the flailing bodies come flying by.
Until all the nerves are severed in your neck, your eyes aren't going to process information anymore.
It's a beautiful view to die to. You know?
We wanted that. This is your last view, so we want it to be beautiful.
The end of the roller coaster just shoots you into the volcano.
There's no stopper. It's just the track flies straight off. You're already going 300
It
miles.
just goes into a dead stop, like those things that they have for the slow down ramps for 18-wheelers. Just dead stop, and you just get ejected into the volcano.
The military tries to catch you out of the sky, but the stealth bombers can't go fast enough to catch up to your fucking body. Moving at Mach 5, the fastest you're breaking the
Your
speed of
skin
sound.
just rips off of your body because you're going faster than the speed of sound.
You see them fly by, then you hear
There we go. All right, it's our turn, kids. Finally, there's a seat open.
Although they have to replace the reinforced brick wall.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Well, the theme park built the coaster is having the world's fastest acceleration. Ready for this? Okay. Hitting 112 miles per hour in 1.56 seconds.
Fucking way.
What are they trying to beat the speed of light?
Is there a rocket on the back of this thing? What the fuck?
Or what the company calls super death acceleration, quote unquote.
Holy shit, the G's alone would probably pulverize your spleen.
They don't even do this to astronauts.
Yeah, I know.
112 miles per hour, 1.56 seconds.
That's insane.
Listen, okay, ready? We're gonna test it. So now that you've reached 112 seconds from the point I said ready to nail, let's do that again. Now you've reached 112 miles.
Your teeth are getting shoved down the back of your throat. Kids, hold your tongue down to your jaw, because if you let it flap, it'll end up down in your intestines.
Yeah. Bite your tongue. You're going to want to taste a little bit of blood so you know you got a good grip.
That's right. You need the moisture. Oh, my God.
When's the last time any one of you people listening or us has gone 112 miles an hour?
I don't,
At all.
No. Airplane, probably. I don't even know where I'm probably going. I don't know if that's Vito. I don't know how fast we're going.
Oh, yeah, you're going hundreds of
Yeah,
miles
we're going,
an hour.
yeah.
You know, like planes and astronauts and all that should have like protective stuff.
Exactly right. You are in a pressurized chamber.
Stuff just bare wind.
Inertia
in your skin.
Listen.
If you went in the rain with that, it would be like you fell into the needle pit in Saw 2. You have water going through your skull.
That is the only scene I cannot watch in that whole series. Is that goddamn needle pit.
People on motorcycles that go 150 miles an hour are covered in leather and helmets.
But even then, going like 80 miles an hour. I remember the first time I went 80 miles an hour on the highway on my motorcycle. That was borderline painful.
I thought I was going to shit myself when we did that.
Another 32 miles an hour. God,
you can't even keep your eyes open.
The last time I went that fast, I was test driving a Corolla.
I don't think you can keep them shut.
You have a
your
choice.
eyeballs just liquefied.
That's it. They just melt right into the back of your head.
Like the end of Indiana Jones.
That's exactly what it is. Somebody opened the Ark of the Covenant. They might as well call it to ride that. Jesus.
Imagine the brain damage from your brain just launching.
Oh my
into the
God.
back.
Yeah, you're dead. We're talking about the damage your brain does.
It's like a football player. Like you're envying the CTEs
Oh
of a
my
football
God,
player.
yeah.
got the brain of a 270-year-old man.
Jesus Christ,
In
exactly.
1.5 seconds.
Right. Yeah. Well,
God.
although no case of cause of injury has been identified
Really?
yet,
They haven't figured it out yet?
One woman said,
What happened?
yeah, "We don't know what's wrong." She said it might have been because we were leaning forward during the ride.
How?
How? It's exactly my question.
I mean, unless there's like a timer and they're like talking to each other or something, all of a sudden
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, your head that's the way you look now.
I thought we were going on go. You went on 3.
If you moved a half of an inch
Yeah.
within the space of 1.5 seconds at 112, 0 to 112,
In 1.56 seconds.
I don't even know how they're even still alive at that point.
I don't know either.
The severity of the whiplash is like unmatched.
I mean, and looking at this image, okay, there's not a whole lot around. Like, you can see the shoulder straps over these people. There seems to be a headrest, which is good.
It looks barely a headrest, though.
But it's barely a headrest. It's right. It's not like they have like guards on the sides like a race car who,
yeah, even they have shit like
they
on
got
their
exactly
heads,
right to
so their
support
neck
their
can't
fucking
move.
neck. Jesus
I
Christ.
went on a roller coaster in like Knoebels, right? And
Yeah.
they had it was a similar kind of setup,
Uh-huh.
and it didn't go that fast, but
Yeah.
at least they had support on like
I
the
don't
back,
understand
like on
it.
their head.
I don't
Hershey-
understand it.
Hershey has that one ride that I think goes like shoots you off
Sky
at, like,
Rush?
like 60 or 70 or something like
Yeah.
that.
And oh no, I know which one I'm talking about. The one that's like oh no,
I thought it
can't-
was Sky Rush.
might be Sky Rush that topped the last one. The other one went from 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay,
Or-
I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
And it's
Either
that's
way.
the whole draw of that
Yeah,
coaster.
because in the seconds the ride's like 5 seconds long.
Yeah, it
Right.
doesn't go
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
further than that.
I don't know. They
Well, like,
don't
that's
say
what
how long this
So I
is.
wonder. So it hits 112 miles an hour in 1.56 seconds.
I mean, there's a
and then the
couple
other
of loops.
1.56 seconds.
There's a couple of loops. Yeah, exactly. So it's
and then you're well on your way to the hospital.
right. They just everybody gets off on the other side of their ride right into an ambulance. That's it's that or get ejected into the volcano.
That's how the ride stops. Is just throws you.
Yeah,
into an
it's
ambulance
exactly
at
right.
the
It was that or the volcano.
We really fucked these poor people up when we dropped the nuclear bomb on them. Didn't we?
They were
There's
like,
never
this
been
is
an
a great
adrenaline
idea.
rush.
Yeah, that's
like that.
exactly right.
And all they've been doing is both fearing it and seeking it out.
If they
Their
move
entire
fast
culture.
enough, the radiation doesn't hurt them.
And if your
the
spine's
theme-
severed, you don't feel anything at all.
that's exactly
This coaster
right.
was
That's the
designed
case.
to outrun a nuclear bomb.
That's it. We're just testing. Yeah, for all we know, it could be the goddamn bullet train. That's all it is. They just took the roof off. The theme park is coming under fire for not reporting the incidents to the government quickly enough. We should have reported it earlier, Fuji Q Highland spokesperson Kimi Konishi said to the New York Times. Now, we hope that the injured people will recover as soon as possible so they can get back on the ride. So the ride opened in 2001 and was modified in 2017 to make it even faster. The name is...
Like, that's the last thing it
Right.
needed.
Exactly.
Jesus.
The name is an onomatopoeia referring to the sound of drums. Drums also are used around the ride. How can you even fucking hear them?
You're going faster than the speed of sound.
The theme park made global headlines last year when it advertised to patients.
It's the noise of all the people's heads flying back.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't provide any drum sounds. It's just the skulls. Yeah, it's just the brains smacking against the back of skulls. The theme park made global headlines last year when it advised patrons to please scream inside of your heart, quote unquote, instead of out loud to help spread the coronavirus. When it comes to spine or neck fractures, however, the screams were likely to be much more audible.
and less voluntary too. Jesus.
What the fuck does that mean?
Scream inside your heart.
Yes, keep your screams quiet. That's all we ask. That's all we ask of you. Yeah,
Have you ever heard the sound of bones turning into powder? It's absolutely
it's
fascinating.
a beautiful sound. It's a beautiful sound for sure. So before we go here, we've got one more, and then we're going to go out on this other video that I have to show you. So here's a cute one to wrap it up. An Alabama woman was reunited with her missing dog after 3 years, thanks to the canine being lured into another woman's car by, you guessed it, corn dogs. Dixie Greenwell of Huntsville said she had been searching for a dog called Charming ever since he disappeared nearly 3 years ago. We couldn't find him, and I've always had a little bit of faith. I never felt like he was fully gone. There was no sign of Charming until a woman named Faith recently spotted the stray canine wandering around a Marathon gas station in Baldwin County, more than 300 miles from Greenwell's home, and used corn dogs to lure the dog into her car. Faith took the dog to the Silver Hill Vet Clinic. Too. That's right. Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, listen.
Chris has been sitting in there and the dog shows up. Hey, what's up with you?
You here for the corn dogs?
Get off my fucking corn dogs.
These are my corn dogs.
These ones are mine.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You get on.
I'm out of my cold dead fingers.
I will fly you to Japan right now. But Greenwell said the reunion highlights the importance of microchipping pets. If you love them, take care of them, get them microchipped, and stuff like this happens. And they come back after nearly 3 years.
There's like a high statistic for pets that aren't microchipped to never be found.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just slide a little
They're off the
microchip.
grid.
We're already microchipped.
That's right.
Okay?
It's already happened.
Government knows where we are. Might as well know where your pet is.
That's right. This is
According to the government, they're just dogs that haven't been covered in corn yet.
That's right. That's how the government sees it. Is exactly right. That's exactly how they see it. Is exactly it. So for our last little bit here, as that is the end of weird news here, I have to share this video that I saw. It's brief, but it's hilarious, and
That's great.
I don't know that. Well, we'll see. I'm not even going to preface it. I'm just going to show it to you guys here. But before I do that, I have to make sure that this shows up on the right screen. I think that it will. Bear with me for a moment. And for those of you who are just listening, again, you're missing out on the potential of everything. So,
Oh my God.
all right.
It's not-
DIY Mr. Peanut.
Yes.
It's not coming up on our
I know.
stream
I'm
yet.
about to add it in. Okay, so here's a video of someone dressed up as Mr. Peanut skiing down a hill. And you'll notice behind them is what appears to be a bus shaped like a peanut.
Okay.
However, Mr. Peanut does not fare as well as we might hope. So here he is.
He's on one ski.
Down he goes.
There's a fatal flaw in this plan.
He goes and there you go. With that, we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
And Nat.
And Chris.
and not Mr. Peanut.
No, not anymore.
Never.
His nuts have been smashed.
Never again.
Mr. Peanut Butter, maybe.
Never again. That's exactly it. All right, internet people. Thank you for sticking with us there.
Thank you, everybody. Sorry that we didn't use your knowledge as much this week, Juan.
Yeah, Juan, we didn't have a whole lot of movie references but I'm sure we're gonna have more in the coming days because there's
Don't leave us. Don't give up on us, Juan.
Don't give up on us, Juan.
We still need
we can't quit you, Juan. Yeah,
Can't quit you, Juan.
It's coming up. Now, this is the last day of the month.
Of the year.
Of the year, of the month, whatever this particular section of time is referred to as. Yeah, we've got some exciting things happening next month.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. MonsterCon.
Oh, we do. Yeah, that's right.
And also hopefully some other things. We'll see.
Well, I'm taking a trip this weekend, so I'll talk about that when I come back.
Yeah, Matt's taking one.
I'm going on a trip.
He's leaving.
I'm flying on a jet plane.
And you don't know when he'll be back again. Yes, I do. Next week, I'll be back.
On Tuesday. I will be here next Tuesday.
He'll be here next Tuesday. So don't worry.
I promise.
Yeah, that's it. He promises you.
And a promise from me. I told you I never lie.
That's right. Not on the show anyway.
Not on this show.
You can't trust anything else that he says. If you want, this show is a polygraph. All right, this is the polygraph. So that's that. All right, we'll see you guys later. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.